Today, we will be looking at the 7 things high-value women never do. If you've been trying to learn more about high-value behavior, this one's for you. A high-value woman, by definition, will always recognize her own worth and significance. This type of woman knows how she should be treated and will not tolerate anyone who forces her to accept anything less than. This is why some people may refer to a high-value woman as someone with impossible standards. But this is a myth that this video will dispel. Throughout this video, we will be sharing the 7 things high-value women never do. But before we get started, please remember to take a quick second and support our content by liking, subscribing, and turning the notification bell on. This helps us create more videos like this for your entertainment. If you're all set, then let's get started. Number 1. High-value women do not stray from their values and goals or allow others to assume control over their lives. A high-value woman never strays from her goals in life and doesn't let others, particularly men, assume control over her life. This is because a woman of high value is always motivated by her goals. She clearly knows what she wants and goes after it daily by working hard to improve herself and achieve her dreams. Although life is not always rainbows and butterflies, women of high value are pros at finding ways to maintain their outlook on life despite the challenges they are met with. So, how does the average high-value woman cope with hardships? What's their secret to keeping their chins up and striving for more, regardless of the negativity? Well, we are here to explain. Women of high value realize that their lives will often have challenging days alongside the good ones. This is how the world works. Some days are amazing, but some days are especially hard on the individual. Which is exactly why all high-value women try their best to focus on the bigger picture and refuse to allow one unpleasant day to make their life intolerable. Challenges and hardships will often test all individuals in life, but high-value women always manage to discover a means of learning something new from every struggle. This helps them motivate themselves and attain growth in the process. Therefore, if your purpose this year is to become a lady of high value, keep your head high and know that brighter days are right around the corner from the tempest you are facing. Number 2. High-value women are never afraid of making themselves a priority, and they never look back. As much as other people might like you to think so, putting themselves first will not equate to selfishness for a high-value woman, because there will always be times when a person has to tend to their own needs before tending to the needs of others. And high-value women understand that. This is by no means because they are terrible. In fact, it is quite the opposite, because putting oneself first is necessary for your own well-being and that of those around you. High-value women remember the oxygen mask analogy when they feel like they are close to burning out. When the circumstances are right, it is quite important for high-value women to be there for their friends and family. But if they're not in the right headspace to provide comfort and compassion, they often make it a point to realize that their actions will be more likely to make matters worse for their loved ones. High-value women know that it's impossible to give to others when you're depleted, so they take time to focus on their own well-being before doing anything else. But prioritizing themselves comes in many forms for high-value women, which is why no woman of high value is ever afraid to walk away from a toxic environment, even if it means abandoning professional opportunities or potential partners. Cutting toxic people out of their lives is one of the best ways how high-value women are able to align themselves spiritually. They do this by creating a space for themselves that is full of positive thoughts and feelings. This helps high-value women with the creation of a healthier lifestyle for themselves and the people they surround themselves with. They never let anyone in without careful consideration, which is why even the tiniest letdown could result in them cutting the person out forever. Because this is not just a mistake to high-value women, but it is a betrayal of trust. Number 3. It is out of character for high-value women to belittle other people in order to make themselves feel better. Women of incredibly high value are always filled with compassion and kindness. This is heavily due to the amount of self-love and self-respect that they have. When a person loves and respects oneself so much, it is natural for her to love and respect others in a similar fashion. As a result, you will never come across a high-status lady denigrating someone else to make herself feel better. A high-value woman may better connect herself with her life's ambitions and purpose with this kind of Zen attitude. She also elevates her vibration by bringing positivity into her own and other people's lives on a regular basis. Because high-value women commit their energies to becoming their best selves at all times, they have little opportunity to detect, let alone disparage, the flaws of others. To put it another way, the road to becoming a valuable woman is paved with stones of compassion, kindness, and growth. If you are trying to get the most out of your journey and become a woman of high value, you must first align yourself with these characteristics. From that point onwards, it will be easier for you to find the right direction and come up with actionable tactics of how to hold yourself and others in higher esteem. Number 4, high-value women never give up on their growth. They look for more. High-value women, much like affluent people, never believe their advancement is complete. They are always seeking new ways to better their appearance, mental health, careers, or social circles. They pay attention to people, take classes, evaluate their emotions, and connect with their spiritual selves. They take notes when their bodies send them certain signals. When their mental health needs a day off to get back on track, they stop and take it. High-value women are always entirely in touch with their own needs, and it is through this connection that they achieve their goals and hold on to their values. While it takes time and effort, the commitment they make to their growth returns itself threefold. This sort of development effort ensures that high-value women retain their high-value status. Consider this scenario comparable to staying current with self-care trends in order to attain the best possible results. Though their standards alter with the passing of time, high-value women maintain high expectations to guarantee they receive the best of everything. Number 5, high-value women never lose sense of their identity for other people because they rely on intuition. If you find yourself avoiding your wants and needs for significant others or friends who have never truly given value to your life, you should take a minute to pause and explore an alternative perspective. We discussed how high-value women prioritize their personal needs before addressing the needs of their group, because they understand that if they do not actively prioritize themselves, they will lose sight of who they are. Try taking self-care days and saying no to individuals who make you uncomfortable if you want to align yourself with this high-value conduct. Being available to your audience at all times is exhausting and time-consuming. You will be far too fatigued to care for yourself if you devote all of your efforts to delivering that type of service to others. This should be the first issue that you attempt to dispose of. This is why high-value women rely on intuition to tell whether someone is worth their time or not. Your intuition is linked to your higher self and may forewarn you of impending calamities or persons who may cause you damage. You may be able to discern between positive and bad connections by being in touch with your higher self and focusing on where your intuition is taking you. You'll be able to tap into this higher energy and develop a far deeper knowledge of your intuition once you've figured out how to appreciate your solitary presence. Meditation, reading a book, going for a stroll, sensual dance, and other activities are all possibilities. As you feel more comfortable in your higher power, you will slowly become more comfortable telling people no and making room for your own needs. Just listen to your gut and cut out the people who drain you. Number 6, high-value women do not try to compete with other women for success. Women of high value are always self-aware, which is why they spend way less time worrying about what others think. They do not see other people as a threat to their success or try to compete with them. High-value ladies will only ever compete with themselves because their main goal is to become better than they already are. To them, competition decreases value and does not actually make a high-value woman better than the rest at the end. This is why high-value women are more likely than other women to help others achieve the kind of success they have achieved. These women are best known for having a giving and compassionate nature, and neither jealousy or competition is part of their vocabulary. High-value women have no problem outshining everyone around them without even trying. They are always focused on themselves, which makes it easier for them to spot loopholes in the things they are doing. Once they identify said loopholes, they take the time to patch up these issues and become better versions of the women they once were. As a result, they are constantly growing and striving for more. In short, if you want to become a woman of high value, you should stop competing with others and start competing with your past self. Always strive to outdo your previous achievements. Learning from your past and avoiding reiterations will bring perpetual success in your future and always set you on the right track in your journey. Number 7, high-value women do not accept control from other people. High-value female individuals make their own rules and strictly adhere to them. They do not allow the society they live in or its norms to dictate how they choose to live their lives. Since these women do not cave in to external control, they are neither emotionally or physiologically defined by social conventions. High-value women are aware that they have the ability to live and control their own lives. They do not tolerate criticism, regardless of how highly they regard a person's opinion, because they know themselves better than anyone else. The only opinion that truly matters to them is their own. Being a valuable lady means not worrying yourself to sleep. Once you take your own narrative into your hands, it makes people understand that they are bound to respect the beliefs and values you hold extremely close to your heart. And that marks the end of our video. If you enjoyed watching this, then be sure to let us know by giving us a thumbs up. Want to be the first to know when we have a new video? Then turn on the bell to be notified every time we upload one. Finally, if you're looking for something to binge on, you can click on the video that's currently on your screen. We'll see you in our next video.